buongiorno in italiano, buenas tardes in español, gute Nacht in German, konnichiwa in Japanese, good afternoon in English, in my mother tongue, مساء الخير. Today, I will talk about very important topic, assessment on writing. Why I choose this topic? First, we'll go to the Bible. The book has changed people's life. In Gospel of John, first verse, 1:1, the Word was with God. The Word was the Lord. The Word was with the Lord. That means the Word has impact in people's persona. This word, which is written in the Gospel, has great impact over the history. Today, I will talk about the assessment of writing. How writers use the words to choose the best words to change people's life. Assessment of writing. According to Brown, which is very good scholar, we have been studying during this course. Brown, his definition for assessment is evaluation of every task and aspect in the area of reading, listening, writing, and speaking. But writing is the fourth stage at the assessment development. First, people, they listen, then speak, they read. Once they have the cognition, the awareness, the mental status to understand every word, they have vocab, they have the power, then they do what? They write, because they have the knowledge. When they write, people, they can learn the message. First slide here, teachers can decrease of possibility, interference by making context. I have to stop here. Lexical sets. I have to go back to different dictionaries. First one, Merriam-Webster dictionary. What does it mean? Lexical sets. According to Merriam-Webster dictionary, lexical sets means a flow of words have the same topic, the same meaning, the same syntax. Like cats, dogs, fish. Teachers, when they teach writing, they have to inform students about lexical sets. Put 5-6 words together. And students, they can learn the difference between different lexical sets. Minimize similarities in languages. Oh my God, I have here, how many? I don't know, but I know 15 of them. First one, Achtung in German. Achtung means pay attention. Hitler, Adolf Hitler, when he was talking during the Second World War, he was always, Achtung means pay attention. Abendessen means dinner. Bueno, gasolina. So why these words are written here? The ESL students, they don't know the difference between Achtung or Abendessen. ESL teachers, they have to be familiar, awareness. They have to have cognition, metacognition. What does mean metacognition, Carl? Go back, Oxford Dictionary in England. The researcher said, the scholar said, linguist said, every March, English people, the scholars, they add 360 words every year to Oxford Dictionary. By the way, Oxford Dictionary, it's a British accent. So the ESL students, you have to know the difference between what? The British accent and the American accent. In the Middle East, they learn there the British accent, British Council. But only the Western society in US, people here, they speak the American accent. But people or teachers, the one they have really knowledge of power, they have to tell students the difference between the American accent and British accent. Second, different websites. If I have like 2 or 3 German students in my class, I have to be familiar with leo.org. It's Deutsch Wörterbuch. Deutsch, German dictionary between English and German. Any word. Any word. When you search for this word, you will find the same meaning in German, in Italian, in more than 170 fremde Sprachen. More than 170 languages. That's why I bought this one as advertising. When you go to Google, DMU, that's what I love it. Why? Because most of the teachers nowadays in interpretation, they use Translate Google. That's wrong. Why? Because Google Translate is not accurate. It's a mechanism. They don't give you 100% translation or interpretation. So what is the best current website for translation? First, freetranslation.com. Second, leo.org if you're bilingual. Leo.org. Third, in Spanish, Academia Real in Spanish. Academia Real Lengue.es. Those are very authentic. By ATA, American Translation Association. Authentic assessment refer in the criteria for successful performance. But what I like here, critical literacy theory. Critical literacy theory. When I search online, I found very good definition. Where? In American Association for Psychiatric. Literacy in US, between or among students, we have high ratio of students they don't read. They don't even think outside the box. They don't even think what's going on in another world. It's okay because American, they don't travel. But you have technology, you have news, you have TV, you have radio. Most of our students here, they don't read. Teachers, they have to tell them, be outside the box. Be critical thinkers. Ask questions. In German we say, there is no, es gibt keine dumme Fragen, aber es gibt zu viele dumme Beantworten. Who said that? Arthur Schopenhauer. There is no dumb questions, but there is always dumb answers. Questions they ask. Teachers, you have to be ready to respond. From when we got this concept? Socrates, go back. School of Philosophy, in Greek, Athens. They taught the world. Where, Karam? In Egypt. My country. My country. We taught the world philosophy, school of theology, at that era. 7,000 years ago, civilization. We taught the Greeks the philosophy. Aristotle, when he came to Egypt, he said, very good quotation, we learn from the Egyptians the philosophy. The Western society, they learn from us, the education. They learn from our civilization. But remember, the country in Egypt has great past, but don't have present and don't have future. US, 360 years of civilization is not even compared to Egypt, but you have present and you have great civilization. Teachers have to be aware or having metacognition between the different cultures. Bring it to students. Students, they can't digest it in a good way. They're gonna be critical thinkers. They're not gonna be out of the box of literacy. Literacy is very harmful, guys. Socrates said, talk to me, then I can know you. Sprich mit mir, then ich kann dir kennenlernen. When you talk to me, I know who you are. When you talk to me, I know where you come from. When you talk to me, I know how do you think. Use psychology. I don't need to talk to you 5-6 hours. Just only 5-6 words. I analyze your persona. Then I can know your level of education. Because knowledge is power. Academic language in writing. Teachers should be good bilingual. If you are not bilingual, try to learn the basics of another language. I'm against learning a language in online. No, online. Learning different language online. I like to learn a language face to face. Then when I have the basic grammar, I can speak. When you speak, you have to do a lot of mistakes. Then the native speaker, in any Spanish, Chinese, Japanese, he will correct you. Then you have your note. You will learn. You repeat it. Because we have short memory and long memory. Some people didn't have long memory to memorize every word. But all of us will have short memory. Recognition, repetitious, you will learn. When you repeat the word more than 10 times, you will learn. Remember, there is no dumb student. There is no intelligent student. There is no Albert Einstein. There is someone who do his best effort. He try. He knows there is no something called impossible. That's why I like Martin Luther King when he stand here in America and said, nobody can write you back unless you down because you have the knowledge. When you believe in something yourself and you know you can achieve it, nobody can take your dream from you. And never let anyone to take your dream from you because you work hard. Look at that one, the next one. Oriented approach, teaching for writing strategy, literacy acquisition. Literacy acquisition, there is 4 different techniques for writing. Literacy acquisition. Literacy acquisition, according to Merriam-Webster dictionary, means approach to learn different thoughts, different experience. But Brown has very good definition for literacy acquisition. Page number 3 in Brown. Literacy acquisition, he said, it's different ways, different methods to understand the same words, but everyone has his own experience to understand the same meaning. It depends where you come from. It depends your experience of education. That's the first step of literacy acquisition. Second step, second language literacy acquisition. Second language development in the classroom. An instruction technique for the bilingual classes. Basic classical grammar. That's very important. When you build a high skyscraper, if you don't have foundation, means of grammar, this building will fall down. Because you don't have any strong foundation. Grammar is the strong foundation. If you have grammar, best knowledge of grammar, and vocab, and very good speaking skills, you have self-confidence. That's what we have to teach our students, especially yourself. They come from different backgrounds. We have to build self-confidence in their character. Then they never have phobia when they speak. Social and cognitive factors. I love this word. I love this word. In the area of techno or metacognition psychology in Southern California, he said metacognition is written in different encyclopedia. He said metacognition, according to Bloomsburg, again, Bloomsburg theory, the man come from Hungary. He's not even English native speaker. He came here to learn ESL. He was the chairman department of linguistic department in Chicago University. So he has his own perspective, perception about metacognition. Metacognition, he said, it's ability of understanding, comprehending different words and different meaning, and connect what you learn and apply it to the real life. I have here two different factors can have really impact in ESL students when they learn a language. The internal factors and external factors. First, age. Old guys, Mexicans, Guatemala, Nicaragua, when they come to us, or Middle Eastern come to us, they always complain. They will tell you, I'm old. You have to put in your consideration they come from different perspective. So put in your consideration their age, personality, cognition, native language. They are afraid. They have phobia to talk. You got to encourage them. Plant in their character self-cognition. The external factors, curriculum. Some people, they don't like the curriculum. You can read the book from its cover. If you don't like it, I don't like the curriculum. I don't want to take this class because the curriculum is so complicated. So try to create good curriculum for your students. Writing and language development. This is very important because, as I said, when you listen, then you have the skills of speaking, and most of ESL students, they have really phobia of talking, speaking, expressing feeling, express their feeling, express their emotions. So as a teacher, you have to give them self-confidence and be humble to talk to them. When you're humble, there is no language barrier between you and them. The writing process, it's always pre-writing. Pre-writing because you can learn through your pre-writing, drafting, revising, editing, publishing. Most of writers, they have very good, they have to set and write pre-writing in their own. Then they have to revise it. Especially the ones that are famous because they care about what they say or they write. How to differentiate writing? Writing, the good teachers, they have a lot of vocab in their minds. Then they tell the students they have to follow their theory, then they can achieve their ultimate target. Curriculum or outcomes-based accountability. That's very important to build self-confidence and positive attitude. The research, there was a research paper belonged to this website. We have 30% of community college students, they drop out of school because they hate their teachers. 10% they commit suicide because they don't like their teachers. So teachers, they really have impact on people's life. Stages of curriculum, understand student needs, it's very important where they come from. Determine facts, self-learning outcomes, integrated assessment, demonstrate accountability. Language barrier. If you have barrier between me and you stare at me like 5-6 hours, that's hell. That's what he said, Jean-Paul Sartre, the great philosopher, the founder of existent philosophy in France. In his book, L'étranger, The Stranger, if we stare at each other 5-6 hours without talking, that's hell. Why it's hell? Because you're going to be my enemy. You look at me. Why you look at me? Talk. When you talk, we can find resolution. We can understand each other, especially if we come from different walks of life. Language barrier. Very important. The last one, questions. Ready for questions? Remember, there is no dumb questions, but always there is dumb answers. Es gibt keine dumme Fragen, aber es gibt so viele dumme Beantwortungen. Ask. Don't be shy. Ask. When you ask, you will learn. There is 5 W. When, where, what, who. And the 5th one is what? Why. When you have why, you're curious. Curiosity killed the cat. That's Shakespeare said. When you have why, you want to know. When you have why, you're curious. When you have why, you're going to be critical thinker. When you have why, you want to know the truth of life. Life have a lot of secrets. And you're curious because you have why in your mind. First question, ready? What's contrastive analysis based on? Contrastive analysis. Based on what? Contrastive analysis was based on what? Yes, ma'am. Yes. You want to say something? I feel it. You want to have something? Yes.
I'm trying to remember which article you got it from, so I can remember context, but I just don't.
You don't? Okay. Contrastive analysis based on what? Okay, what does mean contrastive?
To compare the differences between two things.
Yes. Analysis. Analysis in Greek, analysia. Analysia when you evaluate, when you assess, that's in Greek. Contrastive analysis when you evaluate something you don't know. When you have abstract evaluation or understanding, deeply understanding for something you don't know. So the question here, what is contrastive analysis based on? Based on putting something together and compare it and apply it to the real life. According to Bloomsburg theory, the one who was working as a chairman linguistic department in Chicago University. The second one, what do? Name 3 factors that affect the LE, the second language learner, within the categories below. Internal factor. You remember internal factor and external factors? Yes, ma'am. Internal factors. Internal factors.
Like, maybe like intrinsic motivation.
Yes. Okay. Other one? Internal, inside me. I'm introverted, not extroverted. Introverted. I have something inside me. Internal. For ESL, they have phobia to learn. So internal could be what?
Like a language either.
Yes! External, man. External. External factor. Like what? External. Outside something. You want to learn. External factor. Environment outside you. I feel like I want to answer the question. Okay. Huh? Now, people, they have, ESL students, they have phobia of learning. Yes. Yes, that's important. Okay. So we have internal factors and external factors. That was very short presentation. I need hours and hours to talk. I used to speak in TV. I have programs in TV. I used to talk TV. Hours and hours. Very short. 15 minutes for me is nothing. But really, thank you. God bless you. I hope you learned something today about the Word and the Bible, about how the Word has great impact on people. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you.